Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification so you can be notified as soon as a new video has been uploaded. In this video, I will be showing you how to embroider a towel on your Brother 4x4 embroidery machine. Okay, so first I will be opening my stabilizer because I will be floating the towel on top of a stabilizer. Now when you're embroidering on towels, it is best to float them because the towels are quite bulky and it can be quite difficult to hoop the towel along with the stabilizers in order to embroider on them. So floating the towel is the best option when you're embroidering towels. So basically I'm just tightening the screw at the end. When I'm through tightening, I'm going to check if my stabilizer is nice and smooth. If it's not, I will just stubborn it a little bit to straighten it out. And if the screw needs to be tightened some more, then I'll go ahead and tighten it once more. And if you're not getting it at once, remember everything comes with practice. It takes a bit of time for you to become perfect. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to be doing is to use this grid to mark out the placement for the towel on the hoop. Since I'm floating it, I need to ensure that it is properly placed, meaning that the design will end up in the center where I want it and not to either side, or to the left or to the right, or it's not placed too low. So this will provide a guide for me to know where to place the towel. Alright, so next thing I'm doing is to use this double-sided tape to stick onto the hoop. Then I remove the backing sheet from it, which will enable me to stick my towel down onto the hoop. There's also a sticky back stabilizer. I'm not sure if it is cutaway. I've never used it before, but I've seen other persons use it. Maybe that's an option I need to try in the future. Or maybe it's going to be problematic for me to remove the towel when I'm through. I don't know. I'm going to give it a shot and let you know. So this section here is where the design will go. So what I'm doing now is to fold it in half, putting the right sides facing each other, and then the wrong side is the side that will be going against the stabilizer, because that's the reverse side of it. My design will be on the parts that are touching each other at the moment. So I'm just laying it down. Remember those dots we marked earlier? Yes, so I'm laying it down against those dots, which represents the center of the design. So that's where I'm going to be placing the center of the towel. All I'll be doing is to press down firmly on the side, on one side, after which I'm going to open the towel out to press down the other side against the stabilizer. And it's important to ensure that your towel sticks properly, otherwise you may encounter a problem while you're embroidering. So I'm just using the grid to show you where the design will fall. Now I'm going to be loading the towel onto the machine, and if you notice there are there's this groove on the side of the machine, and there are two screws on the hoop. So those two should come in contact, you're going to put the screws over the little groove and ensure that you get the snap sound. Right, next I'm going to be getting my water soluble stabilizer to place on top of the towel, because when you're embroidering on towels, if you don't use a stabilizer, water soluble on top, not just any stabilizer but the water soluble, and this is the brand I'm using, if you don't use it on top, your design can get lost in the fiber of the towel, so it is best to use a water soluble stabilizer. You can choose a brand of your choice. It's actually the first time I'm using this brand. I normally use the one from Embroider, and I purchased this on Amazon, and I'll be leaving a link in the description down below so you can check it out and see if it's something you'd be interested in purchasing. Alright, so it's a semi-transparent film. If you notice, you will see my fingers through it, and I'm starting the design now. This design that I'm doing, I purchased it from Designs by Juju. I will also leave a link to that in the description down below. It's a monogram, and designs like these, you can use them for gifts for birthdays, anniversaries, and so on. And when you purchase the bundle from Designs by Juju, you actually get all 26 letters, and sometimes they also have sale, like for example now they're having a sale which is you can get 12 designs for $12, so you're basically paying $1 each per design, and one design can have as much as 6 or 5 different designs, and if you're purchasing letters, you'll get all 26 letters. So if you make or if you take advantage of sales like these, you'll find that you'll be saving money in the long run, because when you purchase these designs, it's not a one-time use. You can use them over and over and over again. Also, when you purchase the designs from them, you get them in I don't remember the number of formats, but the most popular formats that embroidery machines use, you also get them. So for me, using the Brother, I'm using the PEX file, but there's also DST and the different versions that work with the different machines. So if, for example, you're using a Brother now and then you should upgrade to another machine in the future, you don't need to go to repurchase the design, because you'd have already gotten all the formats at the time when you make your purchase. So it's basically it makes it way easier. It's way more affordable to purchase bundle designs and to make use of the sales when they're having it as well. So you can head on over to Designs by Juju. You can see the designs that are there, and you can make your purchase. So I'm just making my way through this design that I'm doing. It actually takes about 22 minutes to stitch. I will not be showing the entire stitch out. I'm just going to be showing you bits and pieces as we go along. Alright, so the other thing I need to point out or to remind you of is that when you're embroidering, never ever leave your design unattended, because at any point in time, because of the movements, because if you notice there's this carrier that moves the hoop, because the needle is stationary, so it is a hoop that moves around in order to get the design embroidered onto it. So the needle, the position is stationary in terms of it it's not moving from one place to the other. It just uses an up and down motion. But in terms of getting the design completely stitched out, it is the O that moves back and forward, left and right in order to get it stitched out. Alright, so never ever leave your designs unattended, because your fabric, the other section of the fabric that you're not embroidered on, can get caught underneath the needle because of this constant movement that takes place while you're embroidering. And I must say that this design is turning out really nice. There's something about red against white. Let me know in the comment section which other color you would choose to do this design in, and I hope that you have fun embroidering, especially for beginners who sometimes don't know where to start. You just purchase your embroidery machine and you need projects. Don't get too daunted about the digitizing process. You can actually get things done, get designs done without having to digitize. You don't have to learn digitizing in order to embroider. As I said, you can purchase designs online, and also when you purchase your Brother embroidery machine, which I'll also leave a link in the description below, you get some preload designs that you can get started with. Another thing I'll advise you of is that don't choose to test out a design on something that you want to give as a gift, or where it's best to test it on what should I say now, a piece of fabric, like maybe an old t-shirt. Say for example you want to do a design on a towel, you can get an old towel to just test it out on, or if you're planning on doing a t-shirt, you can get an old t-shirt to do the test stitch on. Therefore, if there's any issue, you can pick it up and you will not mess up the actual gift or the actual project that you're working on, because you'd have gone through the process and do a stitch out before. It's always best to do a stitch out before you embroider on the final product. Now, as you can see, the outer section of the monogram is completed. So the next section will be the A that will be stitched in the middle of the design. And another thing I should have mentioned is that when you purchase these designs, you get them in various sizes. So I think this design comes in 3 inches, 4 inches, 5 inches, and I think 7. But when you download your file, you also get folders with the different sizes for each of the letters. So you can choose to use the one that is best suited for your machine and for the design that you're doing. Wow, this is really lovely. Alright, so this part is completed and I'm starting the blue section now, which is where the letter will be going, and I'm stitching out A. And despite the fact that the A does not have a lot of details in it, I find that it does take quite a bit of time to stitch out, because what happened is that the satin stitches that are here, they are quite broad or wide, so the machine stitches this part a lot slower than it did the previous section. If you notice the movement of the machine now, it's not moving as fast as it was before, so it's pretty slow. It's like left, right, left, right. Yes. Let me know in the comment section if you've ever embroidered on towel before, how it turned out, or if you're planning on embroidering, just let me know what you'll be doing and what you think I should do next, so I can do that video for you and upload it. Alright, so it's completed and I'm removing it from the machine. As you can see, the stabilizer is there. What I'm going to be doing is to just tear away the portion that can be removed, and then I am going to use water to remove the other sections that I'm unable to get out. I accidentally didn't realize that when I was removing the stabilizer, that part of the video was not recorded. Well, that part was not recorded, so I'm sorry I don't have that part to show to you. But I'm just going to be removing the towel from the boot now. Put away the excess stabilizer from the back, and basically cut away the thread from the back section, from the front section, and then I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Okay, so this is it. There's a few pieces of stabilizer remaining, so I'm going to be using the scissors to help me to lift it up and take away some of those threads, as I mentioned. And for the remaining stabilizer, it's a wash away stabilizer, so if you have a spray bottle you can spray it on it. Unfortunately, I was not able to locate my spray bottle, so I had to just use my fingers to dab a little bit of water on it in order to have it dissolve. What I did not expect though was for it to have a sticky residue. I thought it would have been much less sticky. I find that it is just as sticky as the one I would have been accustomed to using. But all in all, I think this design came out really good. And let me know, what do you think? Just leave it in the comment section down below, and I'll be there to answer any questions that you may have. If I don't know the answer right away, I'll do some research and I'll get back to you, of course. So Once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for your continued support. And if you have not done so already, please remember to subscribe and give us a thumbs up.